Alfred Mutua.
Unemployment and unfair labor practices, both locally and internationally, could see significant improvements if Alfred Mutua is confirmed as the new Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Protection.
Kenyans working as domestic workers in the Middle East, and I want to focus in Saudi Arabia. We have been putting so many resolutions at the international level regarding this issue of human rights violation, but still these cases keep on happening each and every time.
Our children are going to countries where we don't really have agreements with those countries about how to operate. A bilateral labor agreement is yet to be signed between Kenya and Saudi Arabia and some of these countries. My move is to get close to 30, if not 50, bilateral labor agreements.
Mutua also plans to enhance the skills of Kenyan workers by incorporating language training into TVET programs, aiming to better prepare them for global job markets.
There's a limited number of opportunities in the country compared to the number of graduates that are coming out of our institutions every year. To make the situation worse, there is a mismatch between skills and industry needs. There is an unfair recruitment process.
Opportunities arise with languages, and one of the things that I'm going to push is for our TVETs and our skill development, so that as you learn to be an electrician, you're also learning a foreign language, German. You know, you're learning Spanish, you're learning Italian, so that by the time you're done and there's an opportunity in those foreign countries, you go and plug and play. At least you've got basic understanding of those languages.
Addressing the issue of limited job opportunities for graduates and unfair recruitment processes, Mutua emphasized the need for equitable access to government services and employment opportunities.
You should go to those foreign countries and negotiate with tech companies to allow Kenyan citizens work for them from Kenya without using VPNs and residential proxies. There are a lot of job opportunities in the tech industry, but we can't access them due to location restriction.
We need the jobs here. In as much as we also want Kenyans to go overseas, we want to have those jobs in Kenya. And so we're going to remove all the bottlenecks, and I'll have a cabinet paper to remove the bottlenecks and provide opportunities for people here.
What is it that you are likely to do? That there is regional balance, ethnic balance, and a lot of youngsters will be able to get opportunity in Kenya and even overseas.
We don't want somebody to come all the way from Nyanza, where Mheshimiwa Junet comes from, to Nairobi to get an online job or to get a job in a call center. We'd like to set up call centers in every constituency.
Mutua also plans to take a proactive approach to managing industrial actions to address potential disputes before they escalate.
The unfortunate thing that has always happened in government is we wait until a labor dispute comes, we see it looming, you know, and nobody takes action until people give notice. They give 3 notices, and people go on strike and disrupt labor and productivity in the country. How do you intend to be different?
An early warning system. And I'm going to look at all the sectors and have people who are confidently can come. I keep an open door policy for those members of parliament that have even come to my office to see me. Let me know what is going on, and let our systems know, so that we can get and arrest them, as you said, early. You know, take care of this wound before it becomes problematic.
Mutua further addressed his alleged past controversies during his time as Machakos governor, particularly the equipping of county ambulances.
I bought ambulances in Machakos that cut down the time it took from a person from being taken to hospital from the half an hour to 2 hours on a boda to 1 to 2 to 3 minutes. When you call an ambulance in Machakos during my tenure, it took 3 to 5 minutes. We had one of the fastest, if not the fastest, response rate in the continent of Africa. Very successful. And it was so successful that I was even given an award in Africa as the best governor in the continent of Africa. And the ambulances are still there.
Mutua also had to defend himself from links with controversial First Choice Recruitment Agency linked to an alleged job scam, saying he has never met with the owner.
There are clips of you introducing her to the president, and she's known, and it's even come to parliament. There are petitioners from Uasin Gishu County whom she owes millions of shillings and has impoverished many young people in Uasin Gishu.
I was introducing the president to the people who are presenting, and if you watch the clip, I didn't even know her name, and she introduced herself. That was the only time that I ever met her, and after that meeting, I've never met her again. I'd even called a meeting to discuss these issues of rogue employment agencies.
So
from
you
my
have an
research.
undertaking that you will ensure that the people of Uasin Gishu who lost over 100 million shillings will get them, you'll investigate and get their money back?
I'll give an undertaking that I will ensure that the rule of law is applied, and if anybody has to return monies according to the rule of law, we'll make sure we follow the process so that people get their rights.
Mutua says his net worth has grown by 42 million shillings in 2 years to 462 million shillings, having been worth 420 million shillings when he was last vetted in 2022. Ben Kirera, K24, Nairobi.